Yo, what is going on, guys? Prevost here. Thank you for watching. So I got a request from another person saying make a tutorial on like cutting down a tree. Now I probably should make a part 2 on this. Maybe make like a part where it adds a piece of wood into an inventory, and then we have our inventory system, and then you're able to place wood and stuff. Now I never tried making inventory system, but what I would guess is maybe all the wood and stuff is placed inside your a folder inside the player, which holds all your wood and stuff. I don't know, but we'll see. This is just gonna be the first part on this, which I'm gonna show you. I already worked on it. So this camera movement thing wasn't in the tutorial, but I worked on it. So if you're in a certain distance, like from this far, I can't click on the wood, you know, I have to be like 10 studs away. I can click. Well, I'm not even that close. Ready? Now I can. Now as you can see, I can't even move. Wow. If I keep clicking, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna get this tree. Bang, it falls. The leaves fall. Get this piece of wood, you can't move. And the wood's gone. That's pretty much it. Now, I'm not going to teach from the very start. Like, what I mean by that is, I'm not going to make the whole script all over again. But what I will do is explain every single thing in the script. Just because it's my first time doing this, which it was fairly simple. But, you know, I don't want to forget on what to do, because it did take some time, because I haven't been scripting that much lately, but I know I've been making tutorials a good bit, but I haven't worked with like the mouse.target in a while, and I don't want to forget. But by the end of this tutorial, I probably will memorize the script from scratch. But anyways, first thing what we need to do is make a tree. So we insert a part, make it anchored, and this is going to be the wood. So as you can see, excuse me guys, there's 2 different types of trees. Now you guys can have a bunch of trees, which I'm pretty sure if you're making a game of this, you can have a bunch of trees. Now there's a tree, just a tree. There's a hard tree. What I mean by hard tree is the wood, you know, it takes longer to break. And then, you know, just for this tutorial, I'll make us another tree. We'll name this something else. We'll make the wood a whole lot bigger and taller. Let's name this monster tree. So what you guys need to do, I don't know how many trees you guys are making, but make just make like 2 or more trees. Golly, this monster tree would take forever to break. So make sure to make a small one, a medium, a large, and whatever else. Monster, outrageous, builders club, alright, monster tree. So let's just make this wood. Do that. Maybe you guys can change like the color of the leaves or whatever. Let's make this. Let's make the leaves. Let's make this grass. Let's just change up the color. Alright. Now let's rename this leaf just back to part, because we don't want to name the leaf part. Actually guys, I'm sorry. This piece of wood, name that wood with a capital W. Make sure everything I'm doing is exactly the same. This leaf part can just be part, you know, it could be a normal name. Alright, and Control D to duplicate. Let's just kind of make leaves all over the place, you know. I'm not gonna make this too much detail or anything. I'm gonna select this, just move it over a little. Alright, now we can do Control G to group. Now let's name this monster monster tree. Open this up, so we got wood, and let's group all the leaves. Control G. Now let's name this leaves. So now the leaves and the wood are going to be separate in the model. Now make sure the leaves, select all the leaves inside, make can collide false, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so I have 3 trees. Now once you're done with your 3 trees, make sure everything's the same. Make sure you have the model, and inside the model you have a model of leaves, and you have your wood. Just like in this tree, everything stays the same. Make sure you name it leaves also. Okay, so now there's no scripts going to be inside the tree, so we're absolutely done with these trees. We're done. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go in starter pack. It doesn't matter, either starter GUI or starter pack. You right click on it, insert object, and look for a local script, but I already have my local script. And that local script's name can be whatever. I just name it wood chopper. I think that's what chopper, right? Anyways. Alright, so don't let this confuse you guys. I know it's kind of a big script, but it's not that much. But I'm going to be explaining everything. Alright, so what we need to do, here's the goal. So the first goal is to make sure whenever you click, we need to find out what the mouse is clicking. Like we need to find out what the name is of the part, whatever we click on. So as you can see, we're working with the woods, and each name is called wood inside of each tree. So what we do right here is we check if the mouse.target's name is the parent of the mouse.target's name is tree. I think I'm saying that right. Oh, hold on. Okay, as you can see, what we need to do. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Let's explain this from the very beginning. But I was just saying the goal, what the goal was, because we need to find the name of the model or whatever. So local player. So we need to access the player. So player variables can be whatever name. So we do game, which game holds all of this. Then we get players, and then we get the local player, which is the client. And then we get the character, which is the player's character, which our character holds like our body parts and everything. Then we get the mouse. So we do player, and then we use this function get mouse, which is just gonna get our cursor, our mouse. So I'm gonna skip this because I'm gonna just kind of skip over. So I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna get to everything in the script, but I'm just skipping over to go in order. So we do mouse dot button 1 down connect. All right. So what we do here is we want to get the mouse, since we access the mouse over here. Get the mouse. Now there's this event called button 1 down, and this event fires whenever we click with our mouse. You can hear that in the background. That's me clicking. Alright, so we connect it to a function. So we have our whole function. Why can't I scroll all the way down? Oh, here it is. Oh, the output. Yeah, the output is kind of blocking. Anyways, so we end the function off here. Then we want to check if the mouse, this target, does not equal to nil. Now, if we did not have this right here, and if we just kept it like this, and we clicked on the skybox, like the skybox, it would be nil. That's what it would show. So that's why we check if it is not nil. So then we do end. So we check if it's not nil, and we check if the mouse's target. So mouse.target would be whatever we click on. So like if we click on the wood, it doesn't get the parent, it gets the object. So whatever object you click on, it doesn't get the model. So mouse.target is like the object. It's like the part pretty much. Then we get the parent. So like I said, we clicked on the wood. Now if we get the parent, it's gonna get the model because the wood's parent is the model. You know what I'm saying? And then we check if the model name, which is the parent's name, is equal to tree, which this is equal to hard tree, but over here, this is the model name. This is in that if statement, we're working with this tree, which it is equal to tree. And then we check if get wood is equal to true, which it is. To make more sense, I should have probably did could get wood, but I just named it get wood. But what I'm gonna do Control H, get wood. I'm gonna make this make more sense. Could get wood. Replace all. So now it's could get wood. So and you could get wood is equal to true, which it is equal to true. Then it's gonna move on with the script. Now, guys, if this is too confusing for you guys, like if it's too confusing, just kind of skipping through and having the scripts all scripted already, let me know in the comments, because I for sure could have done this from scratch, but I felt like it would take too long and I would probably forget. So now it is true. So we make a variable called local wood equals mouse.target. I got confused on this part. I did not know how to find what object we clicked on, but it was this simple. Local wood equals mouse.target. So mouse.target is whatever we just clicked on. So now we check. Here's the check in this if statement, from the if to this in. This just checks if the magnitude, which magnitude is pretty much like the distance between the wood and the character's torso, and it checks if it was less than 10. I believe, yeah, this is less than 10. So that means we have to be 10 studs or less to be able to click on to be able to like run all this code pretty much. So if we are in the range of 10 through 0, I guess that's what I'm saying. I don't know how to explain this any better. Then we're gonna change could get wood to false. So we make this false because we don't want our player to be able to get the wood anymore. So then we make a global variable equals player.playerGUI.wood chopper. So now we're gonna get onto the GUI. So start a GUI. Now what you want to do is right click on start a GUI, insert object, screen GUI, and then once you have that, name that wood chopper just how I have it. Now make a frame. I'm gonna make this visible. So make a frame called BG. Now what I did was I changed the anchor part to 0.5 and 0.5. I changed the size, the position to 0.5, 0, 0.5, 0. Change the size to 0, 150, 0, 40. I know this might be a little confusing, guys, but I'm so sorry. And that's it for that. Then we go make another frame inside. Name it bar, which bar is going to be this white part, this transparent white part. Then we have I don't know if you guys would want to see the position and the size, but here it is. And then progress, position and size, here it is. And then you change this to the green. Change the background color to green. And then as you can see, if we change the size to a 1, 0 right here, it's going to fill up the whole bar. So we put it to 0. That's going to be our progress bar. And that's really it. That's really it for the GUI. So let's move on. So this is a variable just to get the wood chopper, which is that screen GUI. And then we do WC. Don't get too confused what this is. Remember, WC is the variable, is the wood, that screen GUI. And then we got BG, which was that frame. BG right here. And then and then we just change the visible of BG to, I'm going to change it to false because that's how it was, because we don't want it visible. But the script will change it to true. Then it changes our walk speed to 0, just so we can't move while we're chopping the wood. And then right here, this is where we get onto the function. Show progress. So show progress is our function. This is where we call the function. Now this is going to be kind of confusing to you beginners. So we have tree in here. Now this is going to be hard for me to explain because I also had trouble with this. So what in this function we are trying to do is we make the bar, progress bar, go up. So show progress, we have a parameter of tree because we want each tree to have their own progress, like their own, speed of going up. So we check if tree, which tree, just follow my cursor, guys. So if tree, which this is tree right here, the parameter. Now the parameter sends it over here, which tree, as you can see, is a string. So this is kind of confusing. So if tree is equal to tree, let me put a space right here. Tree, which it is, as you can see, it sends it over here. So it is, then it's gonna move on. So for I, usually you use these if you want something to like progress, like go up or down in numbers or whatever. So for I is pretty much like a variable here, equals, so the very first number equals the starting position. The second number is the end position. The third number is like the increment, like how much you want it to go up by. Do, and then we put our code in here. So WC, which is the variable that we have made over here, right here, because this is a global variable. Remember that. If we put local right here, I spelled local wrong. Local, it would not work. As you can see, I don't know why it's not highlighting in blue, but it just wouldn't work. We need it to be a global variable. And we get BG, which is the background, and then we get bar, and then we get progress inside. And then we change the size to udem. Now we could not do vector 3 right here because vector 3 is like for parts. So we do udem 2, which is kind of like vector 3, but udem 2 is for GUIs. And then we change the size to I, which right here, as you can see, where the 0 is, that would be I. So I is the number that keeps going up. Now this is on the axis. Let me show you. Let me put BG visible. Now on the progress bar, this would be I. So if I changes to 0.1, as you can see, it would go up. So like I said, it goes from 0 all the way to 1. That's what I is. Oh, I changed the O to 0 there. Alright, we're almost getting to 20 minutes. Alright, and then we have this wait so it doesn't error. Now we check else if the tree is equal to hard tree. Now this is where this other function comes in. Gosh, this is kind of confusing to explain to you guys. So if the tree is equal to hard tree, which that's when this if statement comes in. Oh god, I don't know what order to explain it in. But anyways, let me explain starting from here. So we check, for the skybox. Click on the skybox. We check if the whatever we click on's parent.name is equal to hard tree. So that's whenever this comes in, this hard tree. And could get wood. So we check if we can still get wood. Then we make a variable of like what we just clicked on, and then we get the magnitude, and then we set it to false, just so we can't get it again. And then we have the variable of WC again, change it to true, change the walk speed. Now show progress, hard tree. So else if hard tree, which whenever we do click on the hard tree, if all this applies and stuff, like if this if statement applies and if this if statement applies, And whenever it gets to here, hard, it will now run this else if, because it will be archery. Then it's gonna that progress bar is gonna move even slower, because that's what we wanted. So we changed it to 0.005, which is even slower, and then everything's the same as that. Okay, so now we're gonna get on to the tree one. Then after it's all done, it's gonna run, the code if it gets the tree. It's gonna set our walk speed back, and then right here, this is a little loop thing. So we're gonna go for I, V in pairs. So whenever you wanna use like get children, which gets the children in a model or maybe a part or union, whatever, you always want to do for I, V in pairs. It's just the best thing to do. So now for I and the V, these are kind of like variables too. I believe the I stands for index and V stands for value, I believe. I think I'm right. But these could be whatever you want, really. Some people do underscore. But I do IV in pairs. And then this is where you need to put your parentheses. And then you do would, which would is whatever we clicked on. And then we get the parent, which is the model. And then we get leaves. So like over here, that was, say this was the thing we clicked on. This is the model, and then we get leaves, and then we get all the children inside of leaves. Okay, so, and then if V, which V is all the children inside of the model. So if all the children in the model is a part, then we change V anchored to false, which is all the parts anchored to false. Okay, then we destroy the wood. Whoops. Then we destroy the wood because we don't want to have the wood because we pretty much took the wood. Then whenever I do make a part 2, if I end up doing a part 2 on the inventory system, this is probably where we would add on, like right here. Like to make it go into the inventory system or whatever. And then we change wc.bg visible to false so that progress bar is not shown anymore. And then we change get wood to true because we're able to get wood again. So same stuff with over here. I pretty much explained all this. All this stuff is the same as all this. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I forgot. We hit 20 minutes like 2 minutes ago, almost 3 minutes ago. I forgot. I want to kind of go over with this monster tree. So this is gonna be a third tree. So I'm gonna go inside of wood chopper. Okay. Which is the script, and we're going to make another else if. So copy this, Control C. Right. So else if tree, which is this, is equal to monster tree. Then we want to go even slower because this is gonna be a pretty big tree. So we're gonna go change that 5 to 1. And then we have a bunch of if statements over here. Let's copy this. Alright. Press enter, paste it. So if mouse.target is not equal to nil and mouse.target.parent.name is equal to monster tree and can get wood, could get wood is equal to true, which it should be. It should be whenever you're done with clicking on all the other wood. And then we set the wood, the mouse.target, and we get the magnitude. Now you can change the magnitude also if you didn't know. I mean the 10. Maybe you can change it to 20, but you want to be pretty close to get wood because that's how it is in real life. You got to be close. You can't be far and chopping the wood, Then we set could get wood false. We do all this. I already explained this. Then we change this to monster tree. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's test it out. So we're gonna get all 3 woods. Yeah. Alright, so first off, I need to make visible false on here. Yeah, guys, like I had said, if this confuses you and I should do it from scratch, just let me know. I gotta make all you guys happy. Alright, so if I click on it, as you can see, I cannot move. It's gonna add there, leaves fall. I'm able to get this tree. This tree is gonna take even longer, and this is pretty thick wood too. But just wait until we get to the next piece of wood. Alright, gonna run over here. Bang. This is gonna work. It's not working. Let's see what happened. I must have spelled something wrong, I'm guessing. Monster tree. Let's see. Let's see what happens if I run over here. I wonder what would happen if I made it smaller. That is so weird. I just jumped up, and then I had clicked. That is so weird. And it worked. Maybe. That is so weird. Maybe what we should do is probably size it down like this. So what we're gonna do is name the lower part wood, and then we're going to extend this to how it looked, and then just name this part. Okay? Done. Alright, now let's test this out. So you're not gonna be able to click any higher. Alright, that time it worked. Alright, now this is pretty monster tree, so it's gonna take a while. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm so sorry if it took forever. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.